We're going to talk about, is being an entrepreneur still possible? Obviously, I think for a lot of people, whether it's the dream of owning a house, a dream of owning a business, or just a dream of a life that's not paycheck to paycheck, is pretty wild for a lot of people. And a lot of people almost can't visualize, seeing their life beyond a 9 to 5, or their life beyond, just a cog in a machine almost, So I think for a lot of people, that dream's kind of dead before it's even started. Now, I think that, America, has always been the land of the middle class, the land of the entrepreneur. So many great business minds from, whether it's Silicon Valley or, have all come out of the United States. And particularly because of the climate that the United States has for businesses and the economic climate, so basically, if you live in the United States and you take a risk, you are greatly rewarded. So being an entrepreneur, you are greatly rewarded for taking risk in this country. So what is that going to do? Well, it's going to incentivize people, to take more risk. And whether it's tax incentives or just profit incentives, you don't have these incentives in other countries. Like, for example, like in the Nordic countries, that's why there's not a ton of big entrepreneurs from the Nordic countries, because of the tax rate so high. So the entrepreneur type people, they're going to go to the areas where it's most beneficial for them. That's it's not really debatable, but that's not the point. So the point is that, do you think that in 2024 and even 2025 that we will have more entrepreneurs, or is it going to be harder to be an entrepreneur? Like, what do you think is going to happen going further? And I want to show y'all this article. Why I bring that up, I was looking at this article this morning. Inflation fears among America's small businesses are rising again, and their faith in the Fed is falling. Well, Main Street business owners across the U.S. have a decent view of the economy, but their inflation concerns have proven more persistent than others in the economy since last year. The stock market and the Fed have now come closer to the small business view, with Fed Chair Jerome Powell saying the fight against inflation has stalled and there are fewer interest rates cuts expected by investors. So what do y'all think? Why would the Fed, if the Fed is saying that, inflation fears among America's small businesses, so think about it, y'all. Inflation is ravaging small businesses. And, when inflation ravages small businesses close. What happens when small businesses close? Well, something has to pick up that market share. Now, maybe it's other small businesses in the area. Well, no, normally what it is big corporations. So because of the growth of technology, specifically the internet, or even shipping and overnight delivery and 24/7 customer service, because being able to have call centers in other countries. So because these businesses are so able to scale, we are really turning into the mom and pop businesses are getting crushed. So inflation's crushing them. New minimum wage laws absolutely destroying small businesses. Rents are going up. Insurance is going up. Even employee wages, they're not going up a ton, but they're going up. They're still going up enough. And, for most small businesses, they're operating on very thin margins. Not all small businesses, but most small businesses are operating on very thin margins.